Chapter 103. No, no. The little white tiger thought that it was dead meat and was so frightened that its tears were flowing like a stream. It never expected that at the critical moment, someone would actually save it. Xue Fanxin had been watching all of this secretly. She was thinking of a way to deal with Hanji, but the situation was too urgent. She could not come up with a good plan for a while. Seeing that the weak little white tiger was about to be killed by Hanji, she panicked and could not be bothered to think too much. She threw out 2 darts, one deflecting Hongya's dagger while the other knocking her back. As soon as the dagger was knocked off, Hanji noticed Xue Fanxin's presence. She had no time to counterattack, so she quickly dodged the second dart. While Hanji was dodging the dart, Xue Fanxin rushed out and took the little white tiger lying on the ground away, protecting it in her arms. The little white tiger raised its round eyes and looked at the person hugging it in confusion. It was very afraid, but for some reason, no matter how afraid it was unwilling to leave this embrace. Xue Fanxin could sense that the little thing in her arms was trembling. Hence, she stroked it gently and comforted it. "Be good. Don't be afraid. I won't hurt you." The little white tiger looked at Xue Fanxin innocently. Its round eyes turned even more watery. It had started crying. "Little one, why are you crying? Be good, don't cry. Did I hurt you?" Xue Fanxin used her sleeve to wipe the little white tiger's tears. Her actions became even gentler as she stroked it lovingly. The little white tiger felt Xue Fanxin's gentleness and love and was not so afraid anymore. It hid in her arms and was unwilling to leave even if it died. At this moment, Hanji had already reacted. She glared at Xue Fanxin and roared, "Little slut, you actually didn't die from the fall? Your life is really tough. Hand over the crystal core or it'll make you die without a burial place." The crystal core belongs to this little thing. Clearly, it was left behind by its parents. You have no right to snatch it away. Xue Fanxin protected the little white tiger in her arms and faced Hanji. Her mind was working fast as she thought of a way to deal with her opponent. From the simple exchange just now, she already knew what was going on with Hanji. Hanji had fallen from such a high place. Even if she had escaped death, she was heavily injured and her strength had decreased greatly. That was also why she was hit by her dart, and her dagger had landed on the ground. To avoid the dart aimed at her, she had exhausted her strength and fallen to the ground. It took her a while to stand up. In other words, the current Hanji was not necessarily her match. "Little slut, don't speak so self-righteously. You clearly want to take this crystal core for yourself. How hypocritical. Hand over the crystal core. Perhaps I can consider it and spare your life." Hanji was indeed heavily injured. At this moment, she might not be Xue Fanxin's match, so she was not in a hurry to attack. Instead, she started chatting nonsense with Xue Fanxin. If it were any other time, she would have long hacked this little slut into 2. She definitely wouldn't waste her breath here. "Between you and me, either you die or I die. There's no other way." So Xue Fanxin suddenly stopped in her tracks halfway. She looked at the little thing in her arms and said gently, "Be good. Go hide first. I'll go beat the bad guy." With that, Xue Fanxin placed the little white tiger down. However, the little white tiger was unwilling to leave Xue Fanxin's arms no matter what. Its claws clutched onto her tightly. No, it wasn't easy to find a soft and fragrant embrace. It couldn't leave. "Woo-woo. Don't leave me alone, okay?